5 minutes. 5 minutes. job. If you don't do for US, you go Nigeria. That US certificate don't spoil. So fast don't do for work. Yes, somebody there. Yeah, good morning, Cynthia. Welcome to the program this morning. Happy New Month. The month of August is a month that God will give us the desires of our hearts. Once again, I would say welcome to bystanders at the newsstand. I am President Chuku, right in Lagos. Here is Ogba, and you can see it's raining this morning. The weather is cool this morning. You can see the bystanders here. As usual, deliberating on the reports that we have on the news this morning. Agbaba Mafidon, Ikechuku Ezenwa, yes. Ramson Nero, good morning. Samuel Chukudelu, good morning. Eric Info, good morning. Yes, as many as we have this morning. Okay. We talk about politics. Politics. No. I'm a comedian. I don't go into politics. Are you obedient? Are you articulated? Are you participant? Yes, I'm obedient. You're not articulated. Sir, I don't anything politics. I don't do because I'm a comedian. You know what that means. Then on 2023, you're going to vote for somebody. I'm not voting. Why? The problem is that my vote. Yeah, we'll count. No count. You count now. Okay. Let's look at these headlines. Mr. Masaya, good morning. Yes. Okay. Eric Info, good morning. Andrew Okujimi, good morning. Chukwemeka Kamara, good morning. Yeah, I would say. Yeah. Paul Chukwani, good morning. Ezenwata Liverpool, good morning. Happy New Month to all of you. Thank you for watching Flip TV and also the support. We don't take it lightly. Let's start with the newspaper headlines this morning. I have the Nation newspaper. I also have the Vanguard newspaper. Let's start with the Vanguard. On 23, NCF blasts APC PDP for fielding Muslim candidates. Says elections about democracy, not same faith. Know that it is wrong for APC to reenact a Muslim ticket after 13 years of Islamist insurgency. Adds that APC and PDP have committed to politics of religion by fielding Muslim candidates. Nigerians have thrown away competence, capacity. That is APC responding to that. We won't vote based on party lines. We won't vote based on party lines. Individuals. That's what the Christian Association of Nigeria is saying this morning. Let's look at other reports. Youth employment, a time bomb. This is from the Olu of Warri. Youth and unemployment, a time bomb from the Olu of Warri. Patient test positive to monkeypox at Lasut. Patient test positive to monkeypox at Lasut. ISWAP responsible for attack on soldiers near Zuma Rock. That is according to a report that ISWAP responsible for attack on soldiers near Zuma. Kayamo tipped as spokesman for Tinubu. Kayamo tipped as spokesman for Tinubu as the presidential aspirant meets APC governors. Okay, on an attack in Lagos. We are working to prevent terrorist attack in Lagos. That's from the Commission of Police. We are working to prevent terrorist attack in Lagos. NDLEA uncovers meth lab in Lagos, arrest owner and wife. NDLEA uncovers meth lab in Lagos, arrest owner and wife. Italian police arrest man for beating physically challenged Nigerian to death. Italian police arrest man for beating physically challenged Nigerian to death. Economy suffers as federal government's economic coordinating team at cross purposes. Economy suffers as FG's economic coordinating team, yes, at cross purposes. Let's go to Nation this morning. Planned attack, security on the alert in Lagos and Enugu State. Unplanned attack, security on the alert in Lagos and Enugu State. Bandits now in Ogun, Osun Forest. Bandits now in Ogun, Osun Forest. We are expecting the Nigerian police and also other security agencies to take note. Fleeing terrorists regrouping in Nasarawa, says Sule Lamido. Fleeing terrorists regrouping in Nasarawa, says Sule Lamido. New NNPC state face cash crunch. New NNPC states are facing cash crunch. Union criticizes government takeover of 5 discos. Union criticizes the government takeover of 5 discos. 18 feared killed in bandits vigilance group attack clash. 18 feared killed in bandits vigilance group clash. 2023 will back power shift to south, says Pandev. On 23 will back power shift to south, says Pandev. Okay, that is it for today. Let's look at other reports online. Yes, there's a concern on insecurity. Ministers, senators, reps avoid states seek refuge in Abuja. That is according to the Sun. UN report, Nnamdi Kanu's family tackles Northern Group describes the statement as meaningless. Terrorists occupying Osun, Ogun Forest, that is Gani Adams. Terrorists occupying Osun, Ogun Forest, that is from Gani Adams. Anglican Church fumes over APC's Muslim tickets. Anglican Church fumes over APC's Muslim tickets. Yes, Nigerians are still complaining on the deadline yesterday. The deadline given by INEC for PPC registration. Nigerians are saying that it is a continuous voter registration. There should be no limits. There should be no timeline given to it. That every year, every month, every day, people, Nigerians turn 18, and they are saying that they should not stop the registration because many people that are willing and eligible to register have not yet registered. Okay, if the question, if INEC can use coppers for elections, they can also use the same coppers for PVC registration. Looking at the way the exercise is being conducted, we find scanty officials registering eligible voters, eligible persons who are willing to vote. Sokoto cleric pray for kidnap of Buhari. Sokoto cleric pray for the kidnap of Buhari. El-Rufai, Garba Shehu and others ask the terrorists to release the kidnapped Abuja Kaduna persons under captivity. Security forces say 4 informants behind Kuje attack arrested. Security forces say that 4 informants behind Kuje attack arrested. Nigerian troops have killed over 70 terrorists responsible for Kuje, Buhari and Suma Rock attacks after a tip-off from 4 suspects arrested by the Defense Intelligence Agency the early hours of Sunday. Some of the dead terrorists include some Kuje prison escapees. Yes, that is kudos from the Nigerian army. Umahi Ayade wins senatorial seat. INEC attack over hypocrisy, barring anyone from contesting for 2 seats. Umahi, we know he had shown indication of contesting for the presidential seat of the ABC. Now he has won the senatorial seat. There's a policy by INEC saying that it is criminal for anyone, any politician, any person to vie for a seat, any position 2 times. Yes, DSS arrests suspected Boko Haram leader in Ogun State. Anxiety enveloped parts of Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, on Sunday following the reported arrest of a suspected Boko Haram leader. A private radio in Abeokuta broke the news on Sunday afternoon, which created panic among the residents of the state. The suspect was reportedly arrested on Saturday night by the operatives of the Department of State Security Service. An audio of the newscast went viral across social media platforms in the state on Sunday. The development is being followed by the alleged plans to attack some states in the southwest by suspected terrorists. However, a reliable source told the correspondent that the suspected Boko Haram leader was arrested a few days ago in the Ijai area of Abeokuta. The source also said that the suspect initially put up a resistance before bowing to the superior power of the DSS. Bankers risk job losses if government doesn't borrow. That is from Babatunde Raji Fashola. Bankers risk job losses if government does not borrow. Okay, DCP, Disu. DCP Disu on Sunday, July 31, won a silver medal in the 33rd U.S. Open Judo Championship held in the United States. A police officer, a commissioner of police, won a medal in the U.S. Open Judo Championship held in the United States. Also, the police deputy commissioner has proven that he's physically fit for the office he occupies. Yes, let's move on to our analysis this morning. Mr. Samuel. Good morning, Mr. Samuel. Good morning. Sorry, Mr. Samuel. Happy new month.
Yeah, same to you, Christian. Yeah, good morning.
They're all greeting. Mr. Uche, everybody's greeting. Happy new month.
Yeah,
to you this morning. Okay. I want to start with the INEC. Yesterday was the last day.
For INEC registration.
Yeah. They can use coppers for the election. Why can't they use coppers to register voters?
I don't know.
Because the experience, when you go to places, you find that there are very few of them. Probably in the hope that everyone official registering. But when it comes to election, you see coppers in every polling booth. So the question is, number one is the continuous voter registration. Is there any need? Is there any need to stop it?
Well, in fairness, my name is Samuel. Good morning, everybody. In all truthfulness, I don't understand the rationale for stopping the registration of the voters' registration, because every day people clock 18 years and a new set of people will be 18 tomorrow. And aside that, if you go to some INEC offices, like the way I registered in Ibejuleki, even in Etiosa, my first registration, there was only 2 machines at that point in time, and I think 3 desktop computer. So, and you see the numbers of people that will be jam-packed in this age and time. So is it that to get a computer or additional ad hoc staff is the question? So now it shows how government institutions work in Nigeria, because it's really not efficient, is ineffective. There's mismanagement, there's no transparency, there's corruption. You hear story, they come to work anytime they like. You see people standing from morning to night. They close by 3. They don't start registering people for PVC by 8. They resume maybe 9 or 10. In some places, they will tell you that they are only registering for 50 or 100. Server in INEC office in Abuja is down. Like I witnessed that somebody told me. So you will now notice that over time, there is no concrete efforts to solve any issue in Nigeria, anything at all. So that is why it's a little bit difficult, because it takes nothing to get the ad hoc staff for, say, 2 months. Ad hoc staff, NYC. Show them to all the local government of Nigeria and different INEC offices. Just table and chair and one canopy. Continuous registration. Register. So why are you stopping the registration in July when the election is still in February? So you can extend to even November. It takes nothing to print card, plastic card.
All the laptop they use in polling booths. You can even go to polling booths and stay in that place and register people.
So what is the registration? Your name, you fill your name. It's not as tough as jam registration or NIN. So it shows a characteristics of a failed system, because there's nothing you can say that is logical to somebody like me that registering people. What's your name, date of birth, state of origin? You snap, you pack them, and wait. What is rocket science? You know, in Nigeria, everything is told. It will look as if it's the thing is from heaven. So it's a system of a failed system, and it's a system of bad leadership. That's what we're seeing.
Okay, let's look at recently the TSS got intelligence of those terrorists that attacked. I know you're laughing. And we heard that they killed 70 of them. I want to respond to that report.
I'm happy for them, for their achievements, and it is a welcome development. They killed 70. Glory to God. And the security forces have been killing the military since. The terrorists have been technically defeated. Is this the first time we hear those kind of storylines? See, the truth is, people within the army, the police, the DSS have really been trying. They are trying. But when the head is faulty, the whole body will be faulty, and that's what you're seeing. So if they say they've killed 70, they should keep on the good work. If they say there's intelligent reports, maybe there was intelligent report before they bombed Kuje prison, 44, they should well done. You see, there's an extent you can continue deceiving ourselves. At the end of the day, we will know the truth if truly what they are saying is true or not. But the question still remains that, is that how to solve insecurity? Have this government performed in terms of insecurity in looking at their manifesto in 2014 and what they promised the people in 2019? You see, it is worrisome that a party that said they will end Boko Haram in less than XYZ number in 1 year, they will generate so million of jobs in less than, I think they said, the first set of job they will require. In fact, don't worry, let me even read it out so that viewers at home too can follow us. One of their manifestos in 2014 categorically said, no, that some of us, we don't have money. The only thing we do is listen to news and read newspaper. Read and read. Go and write research or probably go to school. Read. Now, one of their manifestos is in born.
So I'd like to go from the beginning.
Oh, okay. So one of their manifestos is that they will ban public officials from. Let me see. Okay, one of their manifestos categorically states that ban on government officials from going abroad for medical treatment. Buhari goes abroad for medical treatment. Tinubu did his leg knee operation overseas. State and community policing. There's no community policing, there's no state policing. Public declaration of assets and liabilities. Introduction of national gender policy and offer 30% appointment to women. So it simply means that in their government, they would have offered the women 30%. Now look at the government. The women have to have up to 20% of the total appointment in the APC. Ask yourself, look at the ministries. Creation of 3 million jobs per year. Revival of Ajaokuta Steel Company. Creation of a social welfare program where a minimum of 5,000 will be paid to 25 million poorest and most vulnerable citizens. Building one of the largest growing emerging economies in the world with a real GDP growth averaging 10% annually. The GDP don't reverse. No growth, you no average anything. It's less. See, forget these people. God self, Satan to forgive these people will be difficult. Generation, transmission, and distribution of at least 20,000 megawatts of electricity within 4 years, increasing to 50,000 megawatts with a view of achieving 24/7 uninterrupted power supply. Uninterrupted power supply within 10 years. Empowerment scheme to employ 740,000 graduates across the 36 states
and the Federal Capital Territory. So the manifesto have about 62 promises. One, none has been implemented. In fact, the worrisome part is that you have these mushroom supporters who will come and tell you that, you see, they are trying, oil price, barrel. You see all those puppeteers, they think everybody is as dumb as they are, to bring in a government of incompetence and intellectual dwarfism that knows nothing, only uses excuses, blame game, excuse, which is a tool used by fools, is the only thing to complain. Yet they are borrowing. Insecurity is ravaging the country. You see, when you have a problem like what we have in Nigeria, the truth is, when the head is rot because the buck stops on the table of the presidency. So there is nothing we really can do.
Another report that ministers, politicians are avoiding their various states. They are seeking refuge in Abuja. Some are keeping low profile.
Why are they keeping low profile? Is it not the good work they are doing, they are reaping? They should continue. We are sitting on a keg of bone. Christian, quote me. The presidency and this government, led by APC, have not exhibited the political will to fight insecurity. And that has made insecurity to skyrocket in different multiplicity and more different dimensions to other regions and ethnic groups. Now, what will happen is that at the end of the day, you will see that insecurity will now be so common that people will just, it will engulf the whole country. That you will see that bomb blasts, killing, kidnapping. Shebi, they said they want to kidnap Buhari and Erufai. It's in the public domain. Where in the world did you see that you bring terrorists and reintegrate them back to the army? Is it where they should give me one example of a country that is fighting terrorism from Afghanistan to Pakistan to Iraq to Iran, name it, that it is not at the end of the war that a few sets is not reintegrated. That's why you are fighting the insecurity. You bring on that same set of people to the army, you give some amnesty. Then in that same country, instead of you to call terrorist a terrorist, you find a synonym or semantics. Oh, bandits. Oh, hoodlums. Oh, then in that same vein, on one hand, now wow. So on one hand, then when you integrate them to the society, you pay them. You now say bandits won't be carrying gun and kidnapping people for money. Then the funny part is that the political class rulership of President Muhammadu Buhari will keep quiet in every atrocities perpetuated by these people. You collected the Tucano jet. The conditions that was placed that the Tucano jet will be given to you, you did not meet the condition because there are conditions. That's why they can't use the jet. So you now bring them in the Tucano. Would they look and we pay money? Then would they look the Tucano they look us. Then insecurity is ravaging everybody. See, those people should do their job and pursue politicians too. It is what they sow, they are reaping. The Bible says, "Said that a man diligent in his work, he shall stand before kings and not mere men." Said that a nation or a leader diligent in his work, a nation shall be among top-ranked nations, not like mushroom nation where the presidential convoy is attacked. Christian, presidential convoy was attacked. Now today they need that. They cover up the total numbers of people that die in insecurity. The leadership structure is parochial, sentimental, barbaric, and primordial sentiment has been risen as the bar of oppression in Nigeria. And that is why I told somebody in one of the platforms in Clubhouse, you know, some of these people who ethnicity have blinded their sense of reason. That you see, the problem is not about whoever becomes the president. The problem is, before you even become the president, have you shown an attribute of intellectual consciousness that I'm not a witch to know your mind? You've been able to convince the common man that, see, if I become the president, this is what I will do. This is how I will do. This is how I will achieve this. So you always see that because of ethnicity, religious bigotry, sentiment, greed, and corruption, and political bias. So you see arguments with the weakest, intellectually dwarfed people that insane claims cannot win local government election. So they will now push those figurehead, especially the candidates that have the futures of collapsing in less than a year. People that bank job, graduate, they will tell you that you should be 25 years, you should have NYC because they need you to be young. Then you now see the leading of a country. People are supporting candidates that I asked somebody if Atiku is 75 in 2022. As and when they will be doing the swearing in next year, he will be 76. Just a year after swearing in, it will be 77. Be fair to yourself, your grandfather, because or your father that is not even up to 70 years old in civil service in this country. He never resigned. So if in places that does not require the bulkiness of multitasking, thinking, you are addressing security chiefs, you are addressing the head of the army, you are calling the police, what is happening in this state, you're calling the NSCDC, you're calling custom, you're talking to the Navy, you're talking to the economic team, you're calling also to a national discussion table, you're calling VCs of schools, you are looking at, so you now see that complex nature of a diverse ethnicity. Boko Haram is striking, you're calling, what do we do? You are negotiating on how can we integrate NCC, the communication, so that we can track. So you are multitasking, even as young as some people are. If you give them that work, their white, their black hair will turn white. That's like fashion light. So if you see those who are trying to multitask, your white hair, check Obama now. Your white hair, your black hair will turn, because that office is not a normal office. You just go and sit down and start. No, you are not dealing with normal human beings in this part of the world. So it's an office that is not just about multitasking, it's about working. You that occupy the office, the work you will do and what you say matters most than whatsoever team you assemble. So when you hear they will assemble good team, somebody was standing in a public platform mentioning the party that he formed in 2009, ACN. Somebody said permanent voters card, they should go and renew it. Like seriously. The same person said, oh, recruit 50 million. India with over 1 billion population does not have up to 3 million army. China with over 1. So you now ask yourself, you don't even need to emerge or win this election before we start checking how. It's not about the fact that you don't have the capacity even before now, but age is a factor now. Let us be realistic to ourselves. So in looking at the nation is not ready to get anybody that is intellectually sound, that is politically mind, or that has a mind devoid of sentiment or tribalistic sentiment to look at the nation and fix key sector. So you are always parabolating on, now my brother, now our turn, now my religious man, our party is in power, vote for him. Even if he is using head to work like this, we collapse. Go help us. So
let's look at a threat on Lagos State. CP saying that we are working to prevent a terrorist attack in Lagos.
What do you expect him to say? Even if they bomb a police office, is that the first? It's not the first now. It's not the first. So the CP in terms of
might have the capacity to forestall any terrorist attack.
Nowhere in Nigeria has capacity to forestall anything. What are we saying here? Nowhere. Lagos does not control anything. They don't know. The governor said he did not know how army went to Lekki to attack. So what's the capacity? Do they have special barrack controlled by Lagos? What are we saying here? They don't. There's no state in Nigeria that has special capacity for insecurity. Can Lagos have more security architecture than Abuja that was struck? What are we saying here? Are we joking? Or can Lagos say it has more in terms of the total numbers of? Is Kaduna that is a force? If you go and check the military setup, you see there are some things you don't even debate, because the structure of what we have is more in Abuja and Kaduna axis that have been hitting so well by bandits or Boko Haram or whatever terminology we call it, including the presidential convoy. So what does Lagos have? Who is in Lagos that carries the entourage and the convergence of military personnel than Abuja? Tell me now, who? Is it Staff House in Obalende? Or who? They don't. Now every concentration of the military might is in Abuja, then an extension to Kaduna. So if you check the division of Barrack, Kaduna is number one by Barrack that when they started dividing before you start splitting. So There is no way Lagos can have anything. If they want to, they forget the CP. The former Naval Commodore, in terms of ranking in Nigeria, is higher than the CP. Came out to a national television channel and said the list of sponsors of Boko Haram be given to President Muhammadu Buhari. And he did not do anything. He's online, he's on channels, television, he's on YouTube, internet, don't lie. So between that man and ordinary commissioner of police in Lagos, who has higher rank with the presidency in terms of national security advisor and member of Security Council in Nigeria? It is the former Naval Commodore, in person of, I think, Kayode Olawumi, or what's his name? He's on channels. So the CP is just saying a political statement, or how do I understand, to eat well in his office? You should give us that statement. As at the headline today, there was a suspected capturing of a Boko Haram somewhere in Ogun State. So what's the difference between Ogun State and Lagos? So what are we saying here? You need somebody to tell you that they've started killing in Owabi before you know that it's just time. You hear Gua in Lagos Sunday. There's no, see, let's continue deceiving ourselves. You see this Nigeria under this leadership is the best. Buhari is working no sege. So we need to continue Buhari's work by supporting anybody who wants to come either in APC or P. Of all the candidates, the candidate that is intellectually stable, credentially, when you check their portfolios, there is one candidate who, I won't mention names. So, but in Nigeria, let sentiment continue. So after 4 years,
Lastly, Nigeria,
we'll come back and stand here.
Nigerians are suffering. The inflation rate is unbelievable. There's debt. We are using 94% of our earnings to service our debt. Let's say 94, not 100% to service our debt. How would any leadership solve this problem?
Christian, we were here some years back, 2 years ago, when we were telling political economists, when your rate of borrowing has gotten to a stage whereby you don't have corresponding outputs in export, there is no way you will be able to sustain your borrowing rate. And it is a mono economy. Forget all this FDI, foreign GDP to debt ratio. You see, the kind of mushroom graduates we have in this country, who will be twatting rubbish. So they said borrowing is good for the economy. Even Fashola came to TV and Amechi, all those political economists. Borrowing is good for the economy.
Give me time.
So
at
the end of the day, you know, when you don't say things to satisfy some certain people, they'll be annoyed. So because they feel that the opportunity for them to be in power has been threatened by saying the obvious. So now what do we have at the end of the day? You now see that the borrowing that they said is good to finance projects. Please, how many projects has that borrowing financed? And how much has the government made? So that's why you see that because of sentiment, when you say things not satisfying some bigots, which they have common everywhere in the world. Some of them in political office, some of them in different portfolios, in the army, everywhere in Nigeria. So that is why we are still here. So you now see them coming to say, oh, borrowing is good. So the borrowing, how has it helped us? How much is dollar now? 700 and something. How much is aviation? 1 hour flight is about 150. Do you understand? So that is what you get in a system that does not follow merit but mediocrity. So don't worry, Nigeria is in for a worse journey come 2027 and 2031.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I have my good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Yeah, we are looking at the security situation in Nigeria now. How do we? Now it's getting to Lagos. A Boko Haram leader was arrested yesterday in Ogun State. How did we come to this place?
What really happened is that I've been saying it for a very long time. For the reason best known to Boko Haram member and maybe their strategy, they are not ready to strike anywhere in Southwest here. The moment they're ready to strike, it doesn't cost them anything.
It doesn't cost them anything.
Because they don't write it in the head. If I'm a member of Boko Haram, do you know? Only what they need is just to pretend and come to Lagos and start their activities here. What they need is just to create panic. They are not ready. If those people want to strike, they are not coming here to strike and escape. Only what they need is people that are ready to die. And you know them for that. But you, these 10 people, we designated you to go and die in Lagos State. And they will cause chaos. You can arrest them, you can kill them. Only what they want to do is just to create fear. Only what they invest in is just a fear. So they can create, if they create fear, they have achieved what they want to achieve. You may kill them, but the way they operate is not difficult for them to strike anywhere. Anywhere. I said, people are trying to be maybe make it so alarming that Boko Haram, they are now striking in Abuja, and I told them that that was where they started. You forgot that when Jonathan was there, the UN office was bombed. That was where that Abuja was their house. They just decided to move away, maybe to Bono. Abuja was their base before. So they just decided to go and live in Bono. If they decided to strike in Lagos, the only thing that I would just say is that their activities here in Lagos State, it will not be flourished. I've told you that the sample is this. You can not say a bird should not fly across your head. A bird can fly across your head. But when a bird now makes nest on your head, then there is problem. Then there is problem. So they may come to Lagos and strike. But so far they don't have sympathizer in Lagos State. If they don't have sympathizer, maybe the citizen that will accommodate them, and everybody agree that their mission will not flourish in Lagos. They will not flourish. They can strike and go, but they cannot make camp here. There is no way they can do it. They will be caught. Before they even strike, they will be caught. By God's grace, and I pray that their mission will not be flourished here, but that they want to strike here. I'm not seeing it as impossible.
Okay, let's look at it. We had a report this morning that some of the ministers, the House of Rep members, senators are avoiding their various states, and they are having shelter in Abuja. Okay. Some of them are even going on low profile. I want you to respond to that.
Well, this time around, it shows you that even the strong one now, they are now afraid. And it's very good. I think when it gets to that point, everybody, all hands will be on the desk and they will look for solutions. You know, before, it is only when it's only common man they are killing. When they kill the masses and they say, oh, we sympathize with them. But the day they kill maybe our president's son or daughter, bah, like this, the following day they kidnap one minister, all of them, they will be scampering for safety. And that time they will know that, oh, there is problem. Yoruba sọ pé tí ẹ̀gbọ́n bá ti débi yìí, ó fẹ́ jọ nìyẹn. So it's good as it's going like that. When you hit them, when they are started threatening, you know, our president, the Baba get hear problem. You know they hear anything where they talk for Nigeria, you know they hear them. Now, Erufai, now he go put mouth for head. Baba, they say they want kidnap you and you say, hey, that time, when the to say they don't kidnap in daughter, now that time, now that can hear word, that can word, now they won't hear, and they go hear them. They go hear them now.
Okay, Nigeria is going through hard and trying times. Nigerians are spread 1,000.
That one. You know, see my baby.
Don't they grow white?
You know they grow white now. Now, so now, you want buy a selfie stick to do your baby now. You don't know how much it costs. Or you also make one baba help you bab your hair. Now the money where you go take up. Now you go take to go do but make it baby they grow, they go where they go. Now God give you. Maybe the Nigeria economy we don't want so hey. Let's forget about that one. Now only God.
The three top guys, we have Atiku, Tinubu, and Obi. Who do you think is well qualified to handle?
Hey, that question I don't want to answer it. Why? Because I don't even have hope in any one of them. I'm telling you, I'm confused. I don't. Sentimentally, as a Yoruba man, I'm a Bile. I will have go for Baba. But when I look at some cases about Baba, apart from his age, even Baba has some antecedent of this arrogancy, political arrogancy. Like Buhari, if you are talking, Baba may not listen to you. Look at you. Who are you? What do you know? You have that Baba has tendency. He has his own potential and he has his own weakness. That's what Tinubu. Atiku is a fancy president. He knows send you. Baba go to Dubai, go chop a soup, marry another wife. Later Obi, that one where they say Baba now. Baba go get money, he go sit down on top of it. This one where hungry won't finish Nigeria now. When somebody go get money, they sit down on top of it. He go behave like Obasanjo. You know what Obasanjo do? When they get money, they spend small, they save. They have like $65 billion as a foreign reserve. That's how Obasanjo do. We have SS crude oil. When Yaradua and Jonathan, his brother, Jonathan, when they come, what they have put our money? All of them, they finish up. Now, what you be one can do, you go say, let's save. let's say for tomorrow. People is so where a young quarter like many to man. A policeman gather money without know the person that will come and spend it. They will be gather money, and once policeman will come tomorrow and say, this money, share the money. Now so now, that's not true now. Okay, our SS crude oil, how much they get? It's not that now. You know, we not get SS crude oil account. Our foreign reserve collapse. SS crude account, they don't finish everything. Now what you will want to do with that? So now tell me among the three of them, which one? I'm confused. Honestly, I don't. So my point is that I will just close my eyes, vote for one. If that one perform, it's a surprise to me because this one where then go to get. That's why I'm pity Tinubu. You want to go tell this for that kind of work? That work where Nigeria where don't spoil, where they don't pass our income. Which money? Anybody that go there go and work. I'm telling you, he's going there to go and work. And if proper care is not taken, they will stone that person. I even pity Obi because in one problem go start from Southeast. Nigeria in one wala go start. Now in one people go. Nigeria in one wala go come. So three of them, I pray I go use my prayer to support them. If I are on the day of election, I go. This one where they talk. In brother, they don't come here today. They tell us say Nnamdi Kanu they want. Now Nnamdi Kanu they want. They are confused. They are sense of confused people. That's why they tell you say now from their side, now Peter Obi Wahala go start. And it happen. Now from north, Buhari Wahala start.
Which one is better out of the at least?
Obi is fear. I will tell you the truth. Obi is fear. So based on criteria we see on the ground now, let's remove a sentiment. Obi is fear. But I'm telling you that if Obi victim, I'm not expecting any miracle from him. It's only
so what is the best thing for Nigeria now? What is the best thing?
This question passed me over. The best thing for Nigeria now. If I say make we break now, the same mentality when then they use for Nigeria, now they go still carry come Yoruba land. The same way, people they are not agree for themselves. That somebody say it's Obi we want. Somebody say it's Nnamdi Kanu we want. Before you cut their crop everywhere, it's scatter. In the north, where maybe Aboki, they may not have much problem because they don't get wala. Aboki or logo, they make them chop, make them Adamu go and do it. But we here, hey, for this our southwest and southeast and south, we wise pass ourselves. That is the challenge.
Okay, thank you very much. No, that this man.
No, I've been here since 6. I was here before everybody. And, you understood? You understood, right? Okay, since you understood, no problem. Esteemed viewers, good morning. I have a meeting to catch up.
Okay, cross.
Okay, do I allow you, gentlemen?
Somebody support you.
I hope they're not coming here to talk.
Thank you very much. Good morning, engineer. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Engineer, what is happening? Ogun State yesterday, they arrested the Baram leader.
Yes,
yesterday, in Abeokuta area. Now in Lagos, they are saying terrorists managed to attack Lagos.
See, I hear everything before now. But I believe that Boko Haram, they cannot enter Lagos. They are just you know what I mean now? Because Lagos, there's many food where they can hide in Lagos. And Lagos is not another place. You get me? And that's why they already bring the information. Wait, no, I'm not there. You get me? There's no bush in Lagos, no?
Owo is the southwest.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about Lagos. I'm not talking about Owo. Me, I always tell you if I be governor, I know what to do as I be governor in the state where I be governor. All the governors, they are lack of sense. Because you are a governor in the state, and you have a commissioner, you have everything, and there's the money. Use the money and put the security. Some of them, they like enjoyment more than what they are doing. Okay, there's the information and say, Boko Haram want to come to another. Where the governor, where they are doing. They always promise. And that's the problem that I finish Nigeria now. Because I believe in action. I'm not believing on talk.
Yeah.
He can talk. Everybody, like here, everybody is talking in mind. But the talk, if you will clap for the God. If our leader can make our talk, the manufacturer, we will thank God. But not be talk. I believe in action. Let Mr. President, all the governor out in the Senate, let them serious for Nigeria. If they can serious, everything will be okay. But they are not serious. Do you think that we don't have a security in Nigeria? We have a security now, but the security they are not working well because they are not seeing. Okay now, if it's security, they are not maybe they go to the family, they give you maybe 50,000, 100,000. This is the problem. Let them pay them very well and do the normal thing and promise them and do a good thing for them. You will see that this security will work very well.
Okay, some of the senators and the House of Rep members, they are avoiding their states. They are seeking refuge in Abuja. Some of them have been going on low profile because of insecurity.
Leave them. I said something before. At the time is coming in Nigeria, all the big men, not only senators, all the big men that have scattered this country, house, you know, contain them. Bush, you know, contain them. They will not see where to hide themselves. By the God grace.
Why do you say so?
Because they are wicked. They are wicked. Because they can solve the problem of Nigeria, but they don't want to solve it. Some people are making money through the bad problem, and they are happy. Today, if Nigeria want to go, let everybody join hands together in Nigeria. Both PDP, APC, Labour, all those things. Let them make Nigeria fair. If we are thinking that now, maybe if Atiku enter, Nigeria will be better than alive. If you are thinking and say if Tinubu enter, Nigeria will be better than alive. If you are thinking and say if Peter Obi enter, it will be better than alive. Because the Poland is already begun. Until all of them join hands together now. When the Poland is arrived, let all of them join hands together and move the country and make it peace.
Is it possible? Is it possible?
It's possible for the security to join hands. You understand me now? It's very easy to join hands together and make.
I ask you now. Is it possible for them to join hands together?
Why now? It's not Nigeria. We are talking about Nigeria. Okay, when you be president, when Jonathan was here, that's a kata. They say we don't want Jonathan again. Buhari, say Buhari is a military, and that. Look at the problem now. That is the problem we see happen when we see appoint another person there. Without no, let them join hands together to make the security of Nigeria be okay.
Give me an example of how they'll join hands together. Give me an example. Like how
like no. Let me tell you. Like no. Let governor, all the PDP governor, all the Senate and the APC, all of them, make a meeting together to solve the problem of the security. They can do it now. They should not be put the blame for one person and say, okay, how Nigeria will be okay. Let's do it in this way. Let's sit down together.
Okay. Thank you very much, Engineer. The analysis. I have Mr. Chigozie. Good morning, Mr. Chigozie. Mazi Chigozie, good morning.
Oh, well, good morning, SM viewers.
Okay, senators are avoiding Abuja, ministers are avoiding Abuja. Sorry, their states because of insecurity. They are seeking refuge in Abuja. Some are even going under low profile.
Okay.
So the question is this hypocrisy or they don't know what they are going to do?
Is this people what?
Is it hypocrisy or they don't know what to do?
Hypocrisy in what respect? You see, my people do say that when what an elder saw sitting down, the young ones might not see is standing up. You see, and my people, an adage say that ihe ọkụkọ hụrụ tiwe mkpu ka ewu hụrụ rabiri anya. So having said that, well, you can ignore, of course, the wisdom of the elders to your own peril. And the elder has seen ahead of what is to befall Nigeria. By elder, I mean I'm referring to the Sultan of Sokoto. You see, when you see a man groaning, you don't need to shed tears before you understood that this man is in great pain. When a man tells you that if his head, it means that all things, of course, things are not okay. For the Sultan of Sokoto to come out and, in the first place, to contemplate the dissolution of the Nigerian state, then it means it's a reality. So you were about arguing over the word may. When such calibers of people tell you may, then it means it's certain, it's reality. He said that insecurity will destroy the Nigerian states. It's likely to destroy, is definite. And I don't know, is there any other second Nigeria you are talking about election or what? He have been able to see, even, of course, most of them have been living in the area or perhaps refuse to speak up. But for him to come out and even contemplate, means that, of course, that is his fears. And not just the Sultan of Sokoto. Prior to this time, about few days to this time, when he made such proclamation, Buhari said that his fear is that he's not certain whether Nigeria will remain by 2023. So if you want to neglect this statement, this which has facts, which are proven realities, then you can do that to your own peril. And now, the problem, you have not seen any problem in Nigeria, but you are going to see what problem is. My people say, Nketoro Biati, you know, when problem, that is the elder brother of problem. So you have not known it yet, but by the grace of God, that elder brother will now introduce himself. He don't need to be introduced. So that's what informed, of course, as you rightly said, that even the lawmakers are no longer safe. What does that mean? Those who make law for you as a Nigerian no longer feel safe in their own, of course, is it a Bismarck chamber or they call it hallowed chamber? They no longer feel safe within their own country. And maybe they should prepare to face the United Nations.
Maybe because of this, they will now be serious with the insecurity in the nation.
The best thing that can happen to humanity, of course, I don't need to say it. I've told you that I've made my own submission, and you will now film. Watch it, you know. It's not about Chigos. Yeah? So the film now is a seasonal film, and it has series 1, series 2. By the time he got at season 11 again, 12 are called. That is the position of Nigeria now. Because also, Kwarapu, and that Odachi is what is the senior brother of the problem that is about to befall Nigeria.
State, bandits now in Ogun, Osun Forest, and also Lagos is another target. The CP has said that we are working to prevent any attack in Lagos.
You are working to prevent. Well, and we have seen how your work has gone far. That is why, because you are working to prevent, that is why the senators, the lawmakers are scary and scoring for safety, because you are working to prevent the attacks. And unfortunately, the working, of course, wasn't good enough to forestall the killings of the presidential guards, even within the Abuja territory. So continue to work, and I wish you well in your work. As you continue to work, millions of Nigerians are fleeing, especially the northern, of course, hemisphere is not left, even the south. So let them continue to work while
Okay, the UN has ordered the release of Nnamdi Kanu, but it seems the government seems defiant in his release.
Yes, unfortunately, that is the fulcrum, the basis of Nigerians' problem. That is why I said the greater senior brother of problem, which is called in Igbo, I don't think it has an English interpretation, Odachi, is what, unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately for some people, has caught up with Nigeria. And that Odachi already will not, of course, leave anything than worsening the situation. The Odachi, I'm telling you, is not the problem, but a senior brother to the problem. Now that the United, it is no longer about Nnamdi Kanu, it is no longer about IPOB. It is about humanity, it is about the entire world. So for UN to have come to such resolution, to such opinion, they call it opinion, but it is their own recommendation and verdicts. It means they have gone through to make their findings and their research based on realities, based on video evidence and all that. You see, even the report of BBC. Come on, can you walk out of this place? Why are you disturbing me? Are you crazy? Huh? Stop talking in my ear now. Huh? You have your time if you want to talk, or is it my mind? So what I'm saying is that they have made their findings and, of course, came with up with their resolution, which is based on principle of social justice and fairness for all, and have made their, of course, submission based on international laws, which Nigeria, unfortunately, is a signatory to, and unfortunately violated, of course, the fundamental rights of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, which another has been given for Nigeria to release him based on the window, a specified window, and of course compensate him.
It seems the government is defiant.
Yes, now it is normal. You see, without that defiance, it won't be possible for the end to come upon Nigeria. Just like we have history of Pharaoh, who was defiant, and you know where it landed him. So maybe Buhari should go and acquire more armory so that they can fight the UN. But the implication of this is that they have created more problem than expected for the Nigerian country. And that is why the problem has shifted now. And Odachi is what is. And that Odachi is unfortunate that you cannot escape that Odachi, because Odachi is more brutal and unfortunate, will not spare anything on his way. That Odachi will, of course, usher in another window of anarchy. That is what Odachi is known for. When Odachi is coming with his portfolio of anarchy, with portfolio of classified unrest, which unfortunately Nigeria, I bet you, cannot survive that, because you cannot cook for the crowd. United Nations is the world, and when the world speak, maybe they will recruit Boko Haram to defend the Nigerian territory. It's very unfortunate.
The other thing we are facing in the economy. You can see you can't go to the market. There's no money. That is another other.
You can't go to the market and do what?
And get something reasonable, because you don't even have money. You don't go to the market. You have the money. The money is worthless.
The money is with Flip TV management. So they should do the needful. The one we see, they should give us the one we see, so that we can keep on our life and this. That is the other thing I'm telling Christian. You have been talking of money and buying. A time we came, because of that other thing that will come, you may not even, when you have food to eat, you won't feel the appetite to eat it, because other things have taken place. And the other thing might lead I and you scurrying for safety. And there is no bush in the southwest, in Lagos, for us to escape the other thing. And unfortunately, as you rightly said, that the Boko Haram commander was caught in Ogun State. So they have already occupied the safe place for us to run, to take cover, which is the bush. So if they have already taken over the bushes, now you can see the extent of the order, the implication of the order I'm saying, that economy will be crippled, and even Buhari will have no place to run. And already, you know, those senators who have already eaten more than enough and with their gluten tummy will have no place to run.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that other thing will not be escaped by everyone. If Nigeria fell to heed to the, of course, demands of the United Nations, which is, of course, within the ambit of justice and fairness. That is why Sultan saw the other chief coming and said, nah. There's an extent when somebody suffers multiple organ failure, his loved ones will now say now, ka uche Chineke me. That is what Sultan is saying now. Well, let the will of God be done. But he has passed his signal, his message to people who can decode it. And it is left for the wise or those prudent to understand the season and the timing we are in.
Okay,
That is the moment of Odachi, and that Odachi will lead, of course, to the liberation of humanity, which all creation is anticipating. I'm one of them who has suffered subjugation, and I'm hoping that one day, I don't know where you belong, Mr.
Your mouth. This is good morning.
This is a lucky good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning. How's everything? How you doing?
In fact, this morning when I came, I saw the faces of Nigerians.
Yes, yes. First of all, I want to thank you and thank the Philip TV CEO and thank those who are watching us, our brothers. This is the 1st of August. So everything we need to pray. Commit ourselves to God so that at least this month will be better. And I say, God, please, thank you for everything for us today to wake up and see the light and see you. You that are watching me, and guys talking, may God bless all of us. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Like I said,
my name is Lucky Ayaguda.
Like I said,
I don't not be Lagos, or should not be Lagos again.
Like I said, even your beards are growing white.
Everybody beard is growing white. Like you go say, you can see all the head everywhere is white. And the man that just spoke, that Yoruba man now, that Yoruba guy, that said, Eda Obi, Atiko, Tunubu, none of them can do it. I could remember that time when the man was supporting Buhari. We argue here a lot, but today, all the head everywhere is white. Why? Because of lack of vitamin, lack of food, lack of water, lack of light. So everybody now, my brother, what you are saying, you are right. Everybody is looking white. Yes.
How do we cope? How do we cope?
Things are worse. Things are worse because we are light. We are light. When Jonathan was there, they said Jonathan is a drunkard. Jonathan is a womanizer. Jonathan is a woman. They said they have Messiah, gorilla, everything. A retired general. Who is that? Who was talking? Tunubu, Bakari, Falano. All of them. They team up and removed the woman, Jonathan, and brought gorilla, brought lion. Today, lion have become zero. Lion have become mini pit. Lion have become, I don't know, like fowl. Rabbit. Buhari have become zero. Today, everything is worse. Insecurity, no light. Oh my God.
Nigerians are getting lean.
Nigerians are getting lean every day. Like me, when Jonathan was ruling, I was so big, but today, only hair remain. Only my hair remain. Everywhere, people is becoming lean. Look at Nigeria now. Look, they're not healthy. Anybody you see fat, they're not healthy. I'm telling the truth. Everybody you see big, it's not healthy. Either enough beer. What Nigeria does is any money for beer. Because you can't use them to buy food and eat. Satisfy. Enough water. So we are dying under Buhari government. But the youth are just talking lamenting.
But the youth they are supporting a candidate. And you know the candidate.
My worry is that yes, I want to support Obi, as I told you, with the Kaba, allow Obi to be there. Another thing, Nigeria becomes zero. Everything Nigeria. Can Obi do it under Abuja, under Anambra or Lagos? If any president went to Abuja, forget Abuja Sorok is zero because everything has collapsed. Where is it going to start from? Where is it going to start from? After all, Vice President Obi again is still an Fulanis. All of them are picking Fulanis, except only Atiko, who went to pick an Okowa from South. But Tunubu pick Fulani. That one is even worse. a friend to Boko Haram.
No.
A friend to Boko Haram, because when Boko Haram Yusuf was captured, he was captured in government house when the man was a governor. So, my brother, the youth, look at now that PBC, and a lot of you want to register because they are calling you OP. The INEC have to stop it. INEC is working for ruling party.
You said?
INEC is working for ruling party.
Because there are very scanty people registering this.
And this is that the youth want to register. Because now youth are found out that a man like caliber like Obi has come out. That's why they want to register. Now you have stopped being registered today. It's very wrong. Let me tell you, the youth, our youth are those. Is there anything wrong to carry that machine? But this old man, I tell you, is there anything to pick that machine, stop their register? Nothing will happen to them. They are allowed to go. They are allowed not to register. Go now and see everywhere, Plateau State, Edo State, everywhere. The youth are coming out now. They want to take their destiny. And today you want to end up, how many people have registered? Listen to me, out of 200 million Nigerians, you said you only register just 2 months, 10 million. Or 3 months. Why can't you register up to 50 million? Then we are sure. Otherwise, before you know, they will declare NAPRA during 2023, 700,000 people. Lagos, 1 million. Kano, 3 million. Did you see the video going around where a senator was given 500 naira? And the second person, police, I don't know whether police or army, with a uniform, collecting the PVC. And let me tell you, 2019, when they say Buhari win, there was a video viral where the children was interpreting. When they go, they interpret the vote, they will turn around again, they give them money, come back. That's what is going to happen. No? If it happens 2023, no, we are just chatting Obi. The solution of this country is that let Edo go and manage their resources and pay 10%. Let Lagos State manage their resources, pay 10%. Let Osun State manage their resources. Then one president go to Abuja to come on story. All their story, all our lies. Obi cannot go there and change this country. Atiko cannot go there and change this country. Pudubu cannot go there and change this country. We need to sit down. We need to talk. We need to talk. We need to face ourselves and say, look, the Northern Kano cannot remain 44 local government, while Lagos remain 20 local government. It's a cheating. It's a cheating. I expect Tinubu to say that now.
So there's no hope.
Tinubu is going to work with 20 local government when he's contesting, or Kano will work 44. Nigerian youth, we need to think very well. We need to think. Not that day, when the election is going on, excuse me, please, allow people to hear me. Not that day, when the election is going on, Mayo Chelsea is playing. It's happy to stand online. Then you go and watch Mayo. Say, Mayo is my team. My brother, Nigeria has a bad problem.
Ministers, senators are avoiding their state because of insecurity.
Where is safe?
They are going to Abuja. They are keeping low profile.
Where is safe? Abuja is not safe. Let me tell you. Everybody, no state is safe. Abuja is not safe. Even president is running away. Are you sure? Are you sure my president is Nasarok now?
Your president.
Are you sure about President Nasarok? Why could you ask a question? Where is Aisha Buhari, a mother of the nation? Where is she? You have run to Edda Dubai. Where are you sure about President is still Nasarok? Because Nasarok is not safe. Abuja is not safe. Every day, the senator have no option to hide themselves. They are in recession. They can't go home. My brother, Nigeria, we are dying under. Let me tell you, 2 days ago, I pressed a yam. I sent the yam to you. You saw it. A yam now is 4,000 naira. 4,000. Are you aware we're supposed to be having yam now? New yam. How many new yam have this year? Because people don't go to farm. And we are yes. The youth need to take their destiny. We need to move. If If you're Latiko, if you're Tudubu, the youth need to move in mass, just like Sri Lanka, just like Sudan. Don't wait for anybody. Nobody can deliver this nation except the youth.
Before you move now, there's a security alert in Lagos.
Oh, where are the security? I didn't know the youth. Who is it? Let me tell you. Who are the
Boko Haram wants to.
Boko Haram. Boko Haram. Is it the Boko Haram the government said, like Mohammed said, they have destinated? I mean, Buhari said they have killed Boko Haram. Tinubu, what they want used to campaign 2023, what they want in Nigeria. I mean, you say Jonathan is a drunkard. I mean, what are you going to tell Nigeria? That Buhari pay, or Buhari try, or Buhari bring light, or Buhari bring food, or Buhari bring water. Emilio come, you walk alone come, you never reach you. Obilo come, Tinubu, Ejekosile, Atiko, we don't need you. How can you be bringing parading old men who are wearing pampers, who cannot stop for 1 hour? Atiko has a problem. He has a knee problem. Tinubu, Araoya. Obi is a strong man. Obi is going around. I can't even imagine. Atiko is telling Tinubu, can you stop for 1 hour? Can he too stop for 1 hour? It's a big problem. Old men are playing game. The youth are just parading. The youth need to get up. I am doing my own here. Let me tell you, somebody was saying, one of our Igbo man here is asking for Obi, another way asking for Biafra. My brother, I expect, I will beg my brother in the Southeast, if they want to focus on Biafra is almost getting there. Let them focus.
What makes you say that Biafra is getting there?
That arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, if they follow it, Biafra is coming already. But by asking for presidency, if they don't get it, it's a big problem. But I know it's not easy for me to get it. Because the Kaba, they are wicked. Like Obasanjo is number one Kaba. If you right, you go Abekuta, go meet Obasanjo, Obasanjo go tell us say you go win. If you don't, you go there, Obasanjo will say you go win. If Monkey go there, Obasanjo you go win. Obasanjo is a Konima. He's one of the problems for this country. Obi go win. Atiko go win. Tinubu go win. Nigerians, youth, wake up before it's too late. Thank you.
Okay, yes, that's from Mr. Lucky. I don't know Lagos. There's a link on the live chat. Click on that link so I can be part of the program this morning. Yes, sir. Our viewers, you have the opportunity to call in on the program this morning. Let's get you talking on the program. I have DIO. Good morning, DIO. You're welcome to the program. We have 2 minutes to contribute to what we are discussing. This morning, security alert in Lagos, Enugu. Boko Haram was captured in Ogun State. What do you want to contribute to, Mr. DIO?
Yeah, Mr. Christian Chuku, good morning. Hello? Hello? Christian Chuku, can you hear me? Can you hear me right?
I can hear you.
Why I'm calling this morning is because of the update that the senators and the reps that they are running away from Abuja. Yeah, I like it. I will say congratulations to them because they are running to the place where they will kill them. It's not the Boko Haram or the so-called bandits or terrorists that will kill them. It's the people that send them to Abuja that will kill them. The people that they silent their money, that they took what belonged to them and called them the masses that will kill them. So let them come back to their state so that we use our hands to kill them ourselves, not the terrorists that will kill them, because they will give reports what were they doing in Abuja and what why didn't they develop their own states? All the rights given to states, why didn't they deliver it to their various states? So that is what I'm calling. Congratulations to them. So the movie now is getting to the place where everybody will face reality and tell us ourselves the truth. Because when you get your home arranged, you will never be scared of going home. But now they don't have home. They take Abuja to be their home, and Abuja is casted already now. So let us watch and know what they are going to do. So that is my take. Thanks.
Secret refuge in Abuja. I have Oluwa one.
Christian, what's happening?
Yeah, what's the language? Good morning.
The language in East Colorado is that we are going to move forward. And now security is now getting out of hand. See, imagine Lagos, Enugu. Everywhere, I already told you, everywhere is underground spiritual game. The terrorists are occupy all the whole forestry in Nigeria as a whole. So now everybody is running, enter, scatter. So where is the way forward?
Even your senators, they are avoiding their states.
They are running. If anybody will go state, they will catch them because they as the architect. They are the architect of the problem that Nigeria is facing today.
They are the architect.
They are the architect now. Where they are diverting money to supposed to make for your youth. You learn them to be hungry. No road, no hospital, no school, nothing. All they are all is to pocket the money and say the highest house in Abuja. Now, time has come. You can't run to anywhere. You are even running to from your state. You are now adopting another neutral ground because of what you have done. And forget that you can never live in that neutral ground forevermore. Hope is hope. You must go back to your home one day. And that hope is not dangerous for you. Because you sin against the home. Faith. See our senator collecting to 30 million, 30 million. What happened to their place that they represent? Zero. That's why they are afraid. And they will perish. All of them will perish.
All of them.
All of them will perish now. Because they failed the situation. Primary arithmetic that they're supposed to do. They fail away. An angry man is an angry lion. Even your brother will turn against you if you make it to be an angry lion. When you know the right thing that you're supposed to do, just ABCD. 1, 2, 3. Simple as that. You don't lobby with the money. You carry small girls. You go to the highest hotel in Dubai. You go out. Do any nyama with them. And now Nigeria is suffering. Now insecurity have chopped Nigeria. Chop. Now choking Nigeria to the endless choking. When they are now afraid to go to their home. Things fall apart. Nigeria was not like this before. Nigeria like this before? Since the days of the democracy, Nigeria is not right for democracy. That's crazy demonstration of craziness. Crazy demonstration of craziness. Why in here? Since 1999, a passenger carrying come from Kirikiri, become the first president of democracy. Now, he now introduced Ghana must go. Now, they now bet. They now have that blood in their system to suck our money. Sharing Ghana must go. The basic amenity they're supposed to do to Nigeria, zero. 1999, Nigeria is worse than any other thing. Why? Because of the negative politicians that we have. Looters, vampires, God has said politicians, they are all criminal, bunch of hellfire men. They finish you and I.
Nigerians are hungry, very hungry.
We are hungry.
Very hungry.
Hungry lion country now.
Very hungry.
Everybody face is hungry. You can see everybody face. Hungry, they run for everybody face. Suffering and smiling. Why? Bullshit. Bakoyo. Everybody has to suffer to make instinct. To tell a merry day, you have to give God the glory. And Nigeria have billions and trillions of dollars. A share of. Now they are not dragging to be a president. They are not dragging this one saying a million. All is bullshit. All is bullshit. They are criminals. From the local government to the president, they are criminals in the name of democracy. They use democracy to enter us, to steal us, to suck our blood. And now, security, zero. Bandits, terrorists are looking for them. And they will assassinate all of them.
Are you praying that
they will assassinate all of them, go and mark it. They will be dying one by one, the politicians, because they fail to remit what they're supposed to remit to you and I. Better can see Nigeria suffering and smiling.
Okay, let's look at states are taking measures to forestall attacks. States are getting ready, preparing themselves to forestall any kind of banditry or Fulani attacks. Even Lagos.
See, let me tell you one thing. They should wake up for that slumber before it's too late, because now they know that the last chance is not in their decks. And they know what they're supposed to do. Now they are not waking up. I'm thanking God for that language. Let them wake up. Because the fire is going to consume all of us.
All of us?
Yes, including them. But we are going to separate from them. Because they are the ones that swallowed the old dollars. Beauty houses everywhere, beauty mansions everywhere. Now you are not shaking up. When the time is late, how many hours remain when they will ring bed now? They will ring bed now.
Somebody said Buhari feeding budget 2.6 billion naira.
You see this? Can you see the margin? Can he eat 100,000 naira food a day? He can't finish 100 naira food a day. Okay, see the budgeting. As you see that they allocate it, they sign it, because they get part of it. Nigeria is a zoo where they share money.
And they say Nigeria don't have money.
And they say we don't have money. That's what I'm telling you. The politicians are the ones that killing Nigeria. When the military was at home, things never be like this. Forget this. They were eating money, but not like this. They execute their project with discipline. But those who have now, they are VIP, vagabond in power. The name of democracy, they are VIP. The politician, honorable. Honorable for what? Honorable to steal our money.
Okay. Let's look at, what do you think? Obi is still moving.
See, Obi train will school them. But the system B, Nigeria is going to go for a revolution part 2. Because those VIP, they want to mastermind their power, their money, their influence, their resources to be there. 2023. And you and I, we are going to resist them with our PVC. Because now, I don't think that there is any room for ringing anymore. Because Nigeria have seen the language. They are pushing us to the wall. Now we have to change the systematic with you and our votes. We have to change them out. Because without that, they will remain there. They are vampires. They are criminals. They suck our blood.
What is your prayer come 2023?
My prayer is that I'm praying for the whole youth to come outside in a compromised language, in a one-way home. In a one-way home. To change the looters out. And to give birth to who we want. No matter where we come from. Let all of us be one. Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa, let us be one as a youth. Because our future is in our hand. Our future is in our hand. See, imagine, can you imagine our school at home and their children abroad? And they are the one military, our department, our economy, sharing the shareable. What's supposed to belong to the lecturer is done there. And they are paying their own children school fees 247 with our own money.
Okay. What's the way forward?
The way forward is that everybody should come outside and vote. And vote for the right choice. And you and I know the right choice. Because we are tired of the old school face and the old school name.
Don't forget we have Atiku Obi Ashore. They are also experienced candidates.
What do you say?
Don't forget we have Atiku
yes.
Obi Ashore. They are also candidates that are involved in this election.
And they are candidates involved in this election. We already see them. Atiku was there 8 years with the Obasanjo. Since that time, till now, you have been struggling to be there. What does it look like? Who's there? Atiku have wake up one day say, hey, fellow Nigeria, something. Let the people go. The poor people here, the widow here. Sit and what I will do. No. All is power upon the whole trillions. Adamawa State is one of the poorest states in Nigeria. What has Atiku done there to improve the life of the privileged there? Less privilege. What has he done? No. Only what he done was to build Nigeria American University. Nigeria American University. Did you know the meaning of Nigeria American University? Billionaires go there. There was no one day the attack was there. And that place, they attack people every day. She called it, don't you see what is happening? Aspirate sits there. But Boko Haram never knock the gate one day. But Boko Haram knock our gate. Boko Haram knock our gate, but it doesn't knock Atiku gate because Atiku is language of the underground warp side. Want to be president? I want to bullshit, you can't be president. Not in my tongue, not in my time.
You have other people.
We have them, but we know who will know. Who will know who will know.
Okay. Thank you very much, Oluwawa. You are welcome for your analysis. Do you have anybody online? There's a link that will be posted on the live chat. Please click on that link so that you can be part of the program this morning. Mr. Rems, you said you wrote something that I caught my attention. You said Abuja is the only capital city without CCTV. $470 million loan from China for CCTV. We are still paying the loan, yet no CCTV. Wow. Okay, do you have anybody online? No one. There's a live chat. Click, put the link so that we can get people to talk this morning. Who is online? Who's online? I'd like to get your perspective to what we're discussing this morning. Okay, before that, let's look at new NNPC, the new company NNPC. There's a problem now. They are facing cash crunch. Cash crunch. States may face more cash crunch following the transformation of the National Petroleum Corporation NNPC Limited, a private concern. The unveiling of the oil giant appeared to have signified its severance from monthly contribution to the Federation account allocation pause. It was learned that in preparation for the takeoff of the new NNPC, the corporation had stopped remitting funds to the Federation account for sharing by the Federal Account Allocation Committee. Yes, new NNPC face cash crunch. There's a live, there's a link. Click on that link this morning.
All the cookies.
Okay, on the Islamic preacher that saying that may God grant you success in kidnapping President Buhari El-Rufai. A popular Islamic preacher based in Sokoto State, Bello Yabo, has prayed that terrorists who threaten to kidnap President Muhammad Buhari, Governor Nasser El-Rufai of Kaduna State, and a senior special assistant to the President Buhari on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, should be successful in their mission. Yabo, who said the prayer while reacting to Shehu's comment on the terrorist threat, however, appealed to the kidnappers to release the innocent victims in their custody. Okay, that is for a popular Islamic preacher who prayed that Buhari, El-Rufai, and Garba Shehu should be kidnapped by the terrorists. Okay. We have the Point newspaper this morning. Nigerians groan as economy moves near coma. Yes, more citizens in poverty threshold with rising food inflation. No. Traders blame bandits, corruption among security agents. Nation in dire need of capable policy makers. Yes, threats by terrorists send jitters across Nigeria. Threats by terrorists sent jitters across Nigeria. Killings, Kogi governor suspend Ohi of Egon. Sends a strong warning to council chairman. There was a killing in Kogi State by suspected terrorists, unknown gunmen. So the governor suspended the traditional ruler. Man impersonates cashier in banking hall, appears with customers 2.2 million naira. Disappears, yes, with customers 2.2 million naira. Airline operators grown count their losses. Gunmen kidnapped 2 gold miners in Osun, demand 100 million ransom. Remember, 2 Nollywood actors were kidnapped. $100,000 was demanded as ransom. Yet no response to whether the Actors Guild of Nigeria would pay that money. The Actors Guild of Nigeria would pay that money. I have one. Okay, we have one person this morning. Before we'll close the program, Respond to what we are discussing this morning. Respond to what we are discussing this morning. Who is online? We have Levinati. Good morning, Levinati. Our frequent
Hello, good morning. Good morning. It's nice to see you all.
You're welcome,
again.
Mr. Levinati.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. I've been hearing everything that's been going on, but as I always say, every day the same story. You know, the same thing that I say. I'm not gonna change my story. If you have three people, three tribes living together forcefully, and they are not making any progress, every day there are killings, every day there is crying, every day there is weeping and moaning and gnashing of teeth. That is the description of hell on earth. According to the Bible, God made heaven on earth. Some say heaven and earth, but it is heaven on earth. You see, so they put us in different places with different languages, different cultures, different natural resources, different destiny, different history. Now, some foreigners come from foreign, they come together, they say, oh, you guys should come together. We tried it. Yeah, some of us tried it with our genuine heart. Some of us tried it because of what we can benefit from it. Now, it's been going on and on and on and on and rumbling on and on and on for several years. Christian, Flip TV, can I ask you a simple question? Why is it that people are afraid to say, hold on, can we consider everybody going their own way and managing their own region? Can we just do it for another 62 years? And if it doesn't work, we can then have a referendum whether we want to come back together again as one Nigeria. That's all I want to say. Let people stop being afraid of, oh, Nigeria must be one. Nigeria must be one. Why must Nigeria be one? Why? I need to know why. Why must Nigeria be one? I'm not calling for the fragmentation or the division or the dissolution of Nigeria. I'm asking for the freedom and emancipation of the poor and impoverished people in Yoruba land, Biafra land, and in Fulani Nigeria land. All right, thank you very much. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Levinati, for your analysis this morning. I want to say any society that is divided cannot stand. We have divergent views, different people having different thoughts, thinking in a different way and manner, having different dispositions. That's why you find it difficult for people to come to a resolution to agree on a thing. When you go on the streets of Lagos, when you sample the opinion of different people, you have people differing in their submissions to any issue you place before them. That's the reason why we're having people not coming together to agree on a thing. On that note, I would say a big thank you to Mr. Levinati and every other person that called this morning. I say thank you very much for calling in the program this morning. This is Bystanders and Newstars. We are coming here tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program. I'm Christian Chico. Bye for now. Happy New Month and a blessed week.
Please, can you answer me? You were here when we were making noise. That Nnamdi Kanu be arrested. Everywhere we go today, he's spending 1 year there. What have you done? Just talk is cheap. You don't listen. You don't take this. You don't come back. No, you said,